Hi guys,
Yeah.
this is Richa Chadha and you're watching me on Awesome TV.
Hi guys, this is Pulkit Samrat and you're watching me on Awesome TV.
Hi guys, this is Varun Sharma and you're watching me on Awesome TV.
Bolly had to be a little bit intimidating towards the boys in the film.
Because everyone had got casted and Chucha की casting तब तक नहीं हुई थी. It was a process of 9 months for me to crack Fukrey.
Actually more than the character name, the song Ambar Sariya stuck with me a lot.
तो मैं ऐसे ही अपनी शॉर्ट्स में था, टी शर्ट में था, मैं चुपचाप ब्रेड लेने चला गया. रास्ते में मुझे ना लोग ऐसे करके देख रहे थे. फिर मैं वापस घर आया, मैंने कहा मम्मी अभी ना ब्रेड अगर लेने आनी थोड़ा तैयार होकर जाना पड़ेगा, ऐसे फटी निक्कर में नहीं जा सकते.
आपको पता है हमारे पास भी एक त्रिपाठी जी है.
I know.
वो एकदम धरती के इंसान है. उनको सिर्फ अपने पेड़, अपनी चारपाई और अपनी पानी देने वाले उससे लेना देना और कुछ नहीं है. But his sense of humor is beautiful. His experience of life and his stories.
Hi, this is Asa Tripathi and welcome to Awesome TV, which lets you be simply awesome. तो आज हमारे साथ finally I know आपकी डिमांड्स पूरी हो गई है. फुकरे 3 का स्टार कास्ट यहाँ पर मौजूद है and we are gonna talk to them. जब फुकरे को 10 साल हुए तब literally massive celebration था and then आपने गिफ्ट भी कर दिया फुकरे 3 का ट्रेलर देखा के. So now we are looking forward for the film. तो कैसा लग रहा है इस तरह का रिस्पॉन्स, इतना मैसिव रिस्पॉन्स?
बहुत अच्छा लगा.
Crazy response है.
बहुत ही अच्छा रिस्पॉन्स है. बहुत अच्छा लोगों ने बहुत प्यार करा है ट्रेलर को, गानों को. एंड अब बस रिलीज होने वाली है यार. 6 दिन रह गए हैं, 5-6 दिन रह गए हैं फिल्म रिलीज होने में 28 सितंबर को. Can't wait for the audience to watch the film and laugh together and have the most amazing Fukra time.
Correct, and the countdown is on, I think. Richa, what do you have to say about it?
I'm just really excited. We've all been waiting for this day to come for a few years now. And I'm just, I can't wait for the audience to give it as much love as they did to part 1 and 2. I think they'll end up giving us more love this time.
I'm damn sure about it. Because reels भी बन रही है ना, काफी सारी reels already बन चुकी है and now the social media has just taken off. So right, आपको एक अलग तरह का exposure मिला होगा rather than 1 and 2. What do you have to say on that?
That is true because the social media has also, there are goods and bad sides to it, obviously. But for the release, definitely it's turning out to be really good for us because we are able to reach a lot of people, and a lot of people are also remixing and making reels with our dance steps, and so well that eventually somebody shared a flash mob video from New York and from London and from Delhi. So it's basically a global fever going on.
To the time, let's recall the time when you all first time met each other, and now what is the bond? Like, what kind of bond do you all share now, and how was it before when you all met? Okay, who was like the most introverted person and who was the most extroverted among you guys?
It took me a little bit longer to open up to the guys because they had already been shooting, and I think it was by design. I was in another hotel. Bolly had to be a little bit intimidating towards the boys in the film. So it took me a little bit of more time to open up. But once I opened up, I tell you, I got one husband out of them and 3 friends.
Do you guys want to say something about your first experience, first meet, and now what's the bond?
First meet I think for me was the auditions there because everyone had got casted and Chucha की casting तब तक नहीं हुई थी. It was a process of 9 months for me to crack Fukrey. I think I've auditioned, like I read with Richa also, with Pulkit also, with Manjot also, with Ali also, and a lot of times with Mrik sir. So my first interaction was that only, and I think we just hit it off right from the word go here. We were in Delhi, we were shooting, and when we used to meet for rehearsals and readings and all that, we just hit it off right from there, and eventually, with the grace of God, sitting out here 10 years later, 11 years later actually, and the bond just it's like a family. And and I think to answer that one question, a person from the most introvert to coming out to be the most is Manjot Singh. I think सीमाएं तोड़ दी अपने extrovert की अब within the gang.
अच्छा, that's true. Great. अब मैं आपसे ये पूछना चाहती हूँ that when was the first time when you started getting recognized? मतलब अपने character name से, and do you all recall that experience? Do you all still cherish that? And अगर है तो please मुझे बताइए because I want to know.
Actually more than the character name, the song Ambar Sariya stuck with me a lot. Like wherever I would go, like at one instance, I was at a wedding and there was this small kid in a pram, in a stroller, and वो बच्चे की मम्मी मुझे बोल रही है ये दूध ही तब पीती है जब अंबर सरिया चलता है. तो वो बच्ची को पता भी नहीं है मैं कौन हूँ, लेकिन वो अंबर सरिया गाने पे दूध पीती है इसलिए मेरी फोटोज बच्चे के साथ खींची है उन्होंने वहां पर. So we have like experienced those kind of things.
Okay. And what do you have to say? Everybody has to recall one instance at least.
What happened the first time that happened with me was my mom was in Mumbai और जैसे every household घर पे होता है तो मैं सुबह उठा और घर पे ब्रेड खत्म हो गया था तो मैं अपनी निकर पहन के आ गया मार्केट मतलब पैदल घर के और मेरे को रियलाइज नहीं हुआ कि मतलब ऐसे फिल्म रिलीज होगी और लोग देख रहे हैं कुछ है तो मैं ऐसे ही अपनी शॉर्ट्स में था टी शर्ट में था मैं चुपचाप ब्रेड लेने चला गया रास्ते में मुझे ना लोग ऐसे करके देख रहे थे फिगर करते यार ये वही है क्या ये वही मैं स्टोर में पहुंचा तो उस बंदे ने बोला कह रहा है भाई मैंने आपकी पिक्चर देखी बड़ी सही लगी कुछ है उस टाइम में मुझे रियलाइज हुआ मैंने कहा ओ भाई ये मतलब तभी देख रहे हैं मुझे लोग क्योंकि उनको रियलाइज हो रहा है कुछ है फिर मैं वापस घर आया मैंने कहा मम्मी अभी ना ब्रेड अगर लेने आनी थोड़ा तैयार होकर जाना पड़ेगा ऐसे फटी निक्कर में नहीं जा सकते
That's nice. तो mom must be too proud ना इसके बाद तो मम्मी को एकदम proud feel हो रहा होगा वो.
Kram mummy, yeah. She's happy, yeah. That's true. It's all because of her blessings and her.
Yeah.
Richa,
what do you have to say?
I was actually telling Pulkit about an incident at the airport like a few years ago. When I think part 2 had just released, I was at the, you put in all your stuff and then they ask you if you have a battery pack or a lighter or whatever. At that point, I saw one CRPF Jawan who was there doing this like. So I thought that like, I don't know what's in the bag, why are they reacting? So I'm telling him there's no lighter, there's nothing. So he's like, नहीं बोली जी आप तिहाड़ से निकल गए आपसे डर रहे हैं. And I was like, okay, I suddenly that the film is out and because you see a man in uniform like sort of play acting with you, but I also thought it was really cute.
Great, but how has Fukrey changed your life individually? Because Fukrey का hype बहुत अच्छा था, फिर 2 and then 3, and हमने आपको बहुत सारी और जगहों पर भी देखा है. So how impactful was that and किस तरह से life change हुई? Because इसके पहले auditions का process हम सबको पता है कितना tiring और कितना long होता है, and everybody wants that one break जिसके लिए लोग struggle करते हैं. So now when you all see that life, what has changed?
I'll put it in one line. Not too long, but one line which explains to me life shifted from auditions to narrations is because of Fukrey and because of.
Wow. What do you have to say?
Yeah, I said, my life has changed in more ways than one because I met the man I'm currently married to on the sets of Fukrey. I have this team of lifelong friends and I'm not shy to say that we support each other in our careers and we give each other advice. There's a lot of sense of security and we celebrate each other's success and I hope that we are there for each other in moments of tragedy. That's it.
No, it changed a lot. Fukrey has changed life for all of us collectively as well. But I feel, getting into a party and getting out of that party would be probably a 20 minutes thing earlier. And after Fukrey, it turned out to be, it's basically impossible to get out of a party because everybody wants to be with you, wants to talk to you, wants to discuss things with you, explore more creative work with you.
It's amazing and fab to be busy, I feel, That's the best thing.
आपको पता है हमारे पास भी एक त्रिपाठी जी है.
I know. I wish he was here, but he isn't.
नहीं, आप उनके बारे में कुछ भी पूछिए, हम सब दे देंगे उनके लिए जवाब.
ठीक है, बताइए फिर आपका एक्सपीरियंस कैसा था उनके साथ और अब कैसा है ओवर द टाइम.
ओवर द टाइम.
जान पाए आप उन्हें.
यार वो बहुत ही प्यारे इंसान है. एक्चुअली लोगों को ऐसा लगता है वो बहुत सीरियस किस्म के हैं, बहुत गंभीर किस्म के इंसान हैं.
exactly.
ऐसा नहीं है. वो एकदम धरती के इंसान है. उनको सिर्फ अपने पेड़, अपनी चारपाई और अपनी पानी देने वाले उससे लेना देना और कुछ नहीं. वो घर का खाना खाते हैं, रोज खिचड़ी खा के आराम से अपना गुजारा करते हैं. बट his sense of humor is beautiful. His experience of life and his stories, you get to learn a lot when you work with him. And I think हम सब ने उनको बहुत निचोड़ा है, उनसे बहुत कुछ सीखा.
Do you guys wanna add something to it? कैसा रहा experience पंकज त्रिपाठी के साथ काम करके?
I've done many films with him. He's always a pleasure. But I think after COVID, he's become very mellow or very shant. So it's wonderful to see that change in him also.
I think बहुत ज़्यादा मजा आया उनको और वो actually दिल से बहुत hardcore Fukrey. I think his sense of humor is impeccable, and I think he expresses. He says so many things just by expressing, with his expression. There's a lot to learn from him, and that we've all done over the years. And बहुत मजा आएगा. And he's extremely superbly funny in Fukrey 3. You have to watch out for it to believe it. I think.
Okay. One more thing, Fukrey 3 को इतना ज्यादा टाइम क्यों लगा? Was it the dates? Because अब आप सब बिजी हो चुके हो, या आप हमेशा फुकरे को लेके फ्री रहोगे लाइफ टाइम? जैसे जब भी फुकरे 4 आएगी या 5 आएगी या 6 आएगी, let's keep the legacy on. आप हमेशा फ्री रहोगे या फिर डेट्स के लिए इसी तरह से मैनेज करना पड़ेगा? What is the thing?
ये आपको रिचा जी बताएंगी.
हम डेट्स हमारी ली जाती हैं काफी पहले, काफी जद्दोजहद करके. सो आई थिंक हम लोग डेट्स तो जरूर दे देंगे, बट ये जल्दी रेडी हो जाए फुकरे 4 की. उसमें मैंने सुना चूचे की शादी हो रही है. नो, आई एम जोकिंग. इट्स वेरी बैड जोक आल्सो.
शी इज आस्किंग फुकरे 3 को इतना टाइम क्यों लगा आने में?
फुकरे 3 को टाइम तो लगा ही, बट आई थिंक फुकरे 4 को उतना टाइम नहीं लगना चाहिए. फुकरे 3 को टाइम लगा बिकॉज we lost some time due to COVID also. We lost about 2.5 years, and then in fact Pulkit, तुमने ही बोला था last interview में that half our crew was in Delhi when the second wave started, and we had to, like, very wisely they had to postpone the shoot. So yeah, I think we would have been out maybe in half the time if there was no pandemic to deal with, but that's something that the world suffered altogether. But now we are all healthy, so I hope the next sequel doesn't take too long. For that, Chucha is having a conversation with the director Mrig already.
What do you have to add? Come on, add something.
add guys.
I hope we don't add a whole lot of more years for Fukrey 4 now to happen.
Yes, please. Yeah.
And
वही तो मैंने भी कहा.
As Richa also said, we lost a lot of time due to COVID and everything. And yeah, but देर है दुरुस्त है, और दुरुस्त से भी आने चाहिए. सबसे ज्यादा इम्पोर्टेंट वो होता है. तो वो 6 सितंबर से आ जाएंगे सबको.
जी, करेक्ट. एंड ऑसम टीवी की ऑसम ऑडियंस जो आपको देख रही है, उन्हें क्या मैसेज देना चाहेंगे आप?
बहुत ही ऑसम फिल्म है फुकरे 3. तो प्लीज ऑसम डेट जो कि है 28 सितंबर को, अपने सारे ऑसम फुकरों के साथ आकर, अपने ऑसम छोटे छोटे बच्चों के साथ आकर, ऑसम थिएटर में बैठ के, ऑसम बड़ी स्क्रीन पे बैठ के देखिए, और फिर ऑसम को बताइए कि आपको कितनी ऑसम लगी.
Wow, that's simply awesome. Now that's simply awesome.
Awesome TV. Stay the same. Watch Fukrey 3 in cinemas on the 28th of September.
सितंबर को अपने फुकरे दोस्तों के साथ Fukrey 3 देखना. बहुत मजे आएंगे. कलेक्टिव व्यूइंग में जो हंसने का मजा है ना भाई, अलग ही फील आएगी. तो और प्लीज कैसी लगी आपको देख के 28 सितंबर Fukrey 3?